This demonstration will focus on how Sage Intacct's permission-based roles will allow your company to instill workflows and approvals to ensure data integrity. Sage Intacct allows your team members to have their own unique login with specific permissions based on their roles. Today we will be comparing two roles, controller and accountant, to view how users with different permissions will be able to efficiently accomplish their day-to-day tasks. We can see here we are logged in as Emma Penny. Emma's role as a controller allows her to be a super user of Sage Intacct, with access to many different applications. Sage Intacct will only display applications that the users have access to. Set permissions to entities as well, to ensure users can only navigate entities you've given them access to. Emma, in this case, can view across all entities. Now that we've seen an example of what a super user's permissions would look like in Sage Intacct, let us compare that to the role of an accountant, which for auditability and security purposes needs to be more locked down in the system. We have just logged in as Nick Tesla. With the role as an accountant, Nick will be performing duties such as entering journal entries and bills daily. As we can see in the Applications menu, Nick has fewer applications than Emma did. We can even be more granular with the permissions and apply them to activities within the applications. By allowing Nick to only access the applications he needs, we can ensure he is laser focused on the tasks at hand. Now that we've seen a basic overview of Sage Intacct's permission-based roles, let's take a quick look at a simple example showing a workflow that originates from a journal entry posted by Nick and routed to Emma for approval. In this example, Nick has been working on a journal entry accounting for accrued interest. He has entered this entry as a draft and wants to take one last look before submitting. Reviewing the drafted journal entry, Nick confirms his amounts, attached detailed support, and is ready to submit. Upon submission, a smart rule has been triggered because Nick did not fill in the appropriate dimensional input for department in his entry. Smart rules will ensure that your users are recording the information needed for strategic reporting insights. Now that he has corrected his departments, Nick can resubmit the entry for approval. Nick's entry will now automatically route to Emma for approval. Configure approvals to route through the system based on your firm's needs. Switching back to Emma's role, we can see that upon submission of the accrued interest journal entry, Emma received an email alerting her for the need of approval. The email links Emma right to the entry's approval screen, where she can see two entries pending approval. Attention is called to Nick's entry, indicating an outlier. With Sage Intacct's artificial intelligence-powered outlier detection, Emma can automatically detect entries that are not typical to the general ledger. When she drills down into the entry, she can see where the outlier is detected. In this case, the second line wasn't typical. Nick had used the incorrect expense account. Emma can decline the entry and give Nick further instructions as to how to correct the entry for resubmission and approval, making this a teaching moment. To conclude, by using Sage Intacct's intelligent GL with the permission-based roles, you will be able to maintain data integrity by ensuring information has been entered correctly and reviewed by the appropriate users.